Hello everyone, and welcome to my office. Today is a weird day for me. Today I sold my GH5. I just did. It's amazing how we sometimes get attached to lifeless objects in a very emotional way, you know. I had this camera for 4 to 5 years now. It served me really well. I've done some passion projects, some paid gigs with it, and it just never let me down. Even though I had the Sony a7 IV for a while now, it's my go-to camera now, but I still use the GH5 whenever I could. The other day, you know, I had to film this live event, and I needed 2 cameras, and I used the GH5 with the a7 IV, and it just worked brilliantly, you know. It was really good. After that project, I was like, I would never, or at least I'm not gonna sell the GH5 anytime soon, because I could easily match the colors. I felt like it was sitting there sometimes just collecting dust, so I sold it. It's gonna take some getting used to, you know, the feeling of not having that camera anymore. I know it's a very old camera, but it was just doing the job for me. Feeling that kind of bad because of selling the camera, I was lucky to stumble upon this river or creek or whatever you call it, and it just made my day. It's next to where I just dropped off the camera. This is exactly what I needed. I needed a spot like this to sit down, chill, calm down, and then just hit the road back home. I couldn't have asked for a better place. It's a moment. Someone might find it relatable. The good thing though, the guy who bought the camera, who's a film student, turned out to be a very, very cool guy. We had a very nice creative conversation together, and that makes me feel better. In case you're wondering where this is in North York, Toronto. It's one of the nicest neighborhoods in Toronto. That's what I personally think. Such a beautiful area. How do you control it, like usually, like in the Blackmagic?
I usually just touch it on the touch screen.
So it's not happening?
Yeah, I mean, I figured it's firmware, right? Like it's gotta be. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I figured it out was just like process of elimination.
I had this lens for I don't know how many years now, and Viltrox, like never updated the firmware. It's an old school thinking, you know, like if it's not broken, don't fix it. Yeah. But it's not necessarily the right thing to do.
$400 ND filter. I don't know why I spent that much on an ND filter, but I lost that when I was making an exchange. I was buying a lens, and yeah, I left the ND filter like on a park bench or something. Went back and never saw it again.
It's heavy, but I never thought about it as a problem because it always gave me that added to the stability of the camera, because
I like it too,
yeah, I just film handheld most of the time, right? So I like rarely use a gimbal, and I just didn't mind the extra weight. I use the camera even without a cage, so I needed that weight, you know, just for the handheld balance. Looking forward to what you're gonna create with it, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, we all gotta stay connected.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect.
Nice.
This is gonna be fun to shoot.
It's a very old habit that I have, not being able to sell my gear, not being able to sell my belongings in general. I find it really hard. I get attached to things. Maybe it's not a good habit, but it is what it is. I still have a very old camera that I had since 2014, 2015, the Canon 60D. I still have it. Like, it happened many times that I posted in Facebook Marketplace, and whenever someone approaches me to buy it, I just delete the ad. You know, I feel like, no, I don't want to sell it. So sometimes give it to my kids, you know, to learn photography and making videos with it. I don't know if that is the gear acquisition syndrome or it's not. No, I think gear acquisition syndrome is like whenever you see a new product or gear you want to buy it, right? Gas. Let me know, please, in the comment section now. Hello. Sometimes we have to let it go. You know, life goes on, not only with equipment and gear, but with everything else as well, if you know what I mean. Sometimes we have to go on and let bygones be bygones, right? Yeah.